Welcome back to NC Bass, and today we're on Lake Norman Tuesday tournament. It's really foggy. Started at 7:30, so it's usually sunlight, but it's so foggy it's still kind of dark, so hopefully there's some fish on that green light dock. That's where I'm going to start. And I'm going to run to the back of Rocky Creek. I haven't been here in 2 weeks, so I don't know what the fish are doing. The water temp's still like 61 degrees, surprisingly. It's been cold the last few weeks. And this time of the year, when it gets under 60, I like to crank all year. I mean, that's wintertime, that's what I do. You need to slow down, but you can still power fish in the wintertime and get a reaction strike out of these fish. Definitely the jerk bait, the +1, I hope is going to catch a fish today. There's no wind, but it's real foggy. Maybe these fish are trying to feed up for wintertime. Let's see how it goes. Every time on this dock, he's little as crap. They're getting smaller and smaller, but green light dock worked. I mean, there's only like 13 or so boats here today, so who knows what'll take the wind. Way less people. The cold must have scared them off. It's gonna get up to 55 today, though. Fish. Not a big one, but rock crawler fish. It's wintertime when you're catching on a rock crawler. Man, guys, I went back here and the water temperature is 54, 55 degrees in the very back. So I was about to leave, but I've only made a few casts. I already got one. I was gonna wait and see if I seen any bait. If I didn't, I was gonna leave. But see 2 herons, so that's a good sign. I already got a fish on like my 3rd cast, so he's like a 13-incher. So we need something bigger, guys, but I'm glad to be catching fish. Haven't been here in 2 weeks. I will take it, even if they're little. That's the wintertime bait here, guys. The rock crawler. The 55 is great when you get a cold front. It's a little bit deeper. These fish will be shallow and then they'll back off just a little bit. Fish. Oh my God, he hit it right at the boat. Lost another one, man. It's ain't even the same crankbait. Fish. Finally. Stay hooked, man, please. He's not very big and he's hooked good, but biggest fish of the day, finally. About to do the midday update. Got one. Trying to fish my largemouth spots. I've missed the last 2 fish, or I've lost the last 2 fish I've hooked. It might not even be 14, then I have to let one go. We only keep 2 under 14. Oh yeah. He's 14 and a half, 14 and 5/8 really. Rock crawler got me a fish right here on this main lake point close to Long Island boat ramp. Well guys, midday update. The rock crawler's got me the 2 out of 3 fish. I missed 2 on it. I even put on I had a shad wrap tied on this rod. I put the shallow, the 50, the rock crawler 50 on it, and lost a decent one on it. And I'm upriver, so I always think it's a big largemouth loss. I'm up here trying to catch largemouth. The water's definitely way more stained up here, but the water's also cold. It's 54 degrees right here. It's actually like 52 back in around the Kell Bridge Road where I usually catch fish there, but I couldn't get a bite there. I got like one more spot I'm gonna run the fish here, and then I'm gonna run back up towards the 150 bridge area. Hopefully I can find some largemouth. I even got the A-rig rod pulled out. I do not want to throw that. I hate throwing an A-rig, but if I have to, I will. I seen some seagulls up towards Terrapin Creek, and like 3 striper boats around it, so I know there's bait up there. I might stop on that cliff wall and try to throw a jerk bait or A-rig through there, but they're probably mostly hybrids and perch out deep, but let's see how it goes. Warmer back here, way warmer back here. I like it. Fish. Oh my gosh. Be a bass. It's fighting fun, kind of. Might have hooked him sideways, but it might be a catfish. Nope, I hooked a bass and a stick. Well, there's a fish. Back here in the very back of this creek. Surprisingly, the water's getting warmer as I get back here. It's 56 right here, so it might be loaded. It's a little stream that comes in back here. Fish. God, they're loaded back here. Feels like a better fish. But he's not. He's just hooked on top of the head. Oh, man. They're back here, though. Well, thank Nick for this spot last year. He showed me this spot. And this is about the time of the year. It's a little bit warmer than this, but about the same time of year. The water temp is like 60-some back here, but they're back here again, guys. That'll cold fish. Fish. Real small. Not that bad, actually. It's coming at me. Might coal somebody. He's a little fatty. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Little fat guy. The wind's blowing me back here. I didn't want to drift over this little secondary point. Seems to be where these fish have been all day. Rock crawler. I'm catching them on the small rock crawler to 50 right now. I'm assuming these guys are feeding on shad, but there might be a secondary crawl spawn going on. And I mean, water temperature hits about 56, 57. You can catch them on crawl baits a lot. This is another like little 14-inch or 1-pounder. Well, there's whatever's down there. There's a bunch of them, guys. I got like 5 minutes left to go in tournament. I'm over here fishing offshore now. It's gotta be a little spot. Yep. It's not even that small. If that's all bass down there, that's crazy. Look at that guy. Look at, see that tightly packed school of fish? Thought for sure it was perch or crappie. Got one. I got 11 minutes to be at weigh-ins. It's a decent little fish. Fish. Blade bait fish. That's what's down there, guys. Probably some perch mixed in. I know there's no way there was 100 15-inch spots. I know there's probably some down there like that. Hey, finally some fish on a blade bait. I've only caught a few fish on a blade bait. Mitch has got it.
571, 465.
Well, guys, that's the tournament. I'm about to go back out, but 571 won it. And I guess most people were catching them down lake instead of up lake. There's a couple of guys that went upriver like I did, but the water's way colder. They're saying it's like mid-60s and up way down past Governor's, but I can't believe how warm the water is down there. But I'm about to go try Mountain Creek, try something different. But all the fish so far today, I caught. I'm telling you guys, when it gets into the 50s, you got to throw crankbaits. The 50 rock crawler and the 55 rock crawler. This one gets down 9 to 14. This one's 4 to 8 foot. So when I was shallow, I was throwing the small one. When I was deep, I was throwing the big one. And I did catch one on a wobble head, but that was off a green light dock. I couldn't really get fish. Well, I did catch one on a swim bait at the end, but a bunch of little fish today, and I wasn't the only one. The big fish of the whole tournament was only a 219 spot. And I only seen one largemouth weighed in. It was a little one. I mean, I guess the largemouth are just shut down. This cold front can sometimes shut down a largemouth. It seems like spots aren't bothered by the cold that much. Thanks for everybody that watches and comments. I mean, a lot of you guys watch every video. I really appreciate it. And if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I need all the subscribers I can get. Wintertime might be a little slow, but I still like to fish in the wintertime. I'm still going to fish as much as possible. But it's kind of hard to catch fish, but you can catch a big one in the wintertime. And the pre-spawn is really going to be good. That's when my favorite time of year to fish. February, March, you can catch your biggest fish of the year. I usually do. It's cloudy on Lake Norman. Usually that's a good day to fish. And these fish are feeding up for winter. I'm going to get back out here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.